I ain't trying at all. I have found it to be an effective, a very effective application. Though that is not said to undermine those who try their best or even present a specific mode of application even. Because one thing that is becoming apparent is that I have been able to reach that which I have reached through mistakes, making mistakes. It is in fact possibly even the best way to learn, in inverted commas. Though, is it best for all? Is it commonsensical? Is it from the order of sense? How does one not try at all and still considers all in everything one says, thinks and does? Working from the principle that what is best for all is best for all. There is no choice in that. I'm far from perfect, though I do not view myself in such terms. If there's anything that I am seeking, and I am not specifically seeking anything at all, though verbalising what I am about vis-a-vis belief systems, singularity. I am seeking a singularity. I have experienced duality, heard about the Trinity, the 4 reptilian gods, the 5. Who are the 5? Singularity. Anthony wonders, are you doing comedic routines again, Anthony? Humour. In the 1980s I met a chap. I had a open fire. He said, I like your open fire, I am staying. He did, he stayed for, in fact, he was still there when I left. Yes, he was. He said, every time I look at you, I just laugh. I said, great, sounds good. And as usual, Anthony wondered, wished neither wouldn't have minded having such an experience himself, laughing at a friend, or a friend that made one laugh, just to look at. One laughed. This one laughed. Apparently he said he did. And I laughed myself yesterday, or was it the day before, at my opening salvo, in inverted commas. Don't know what the word means, I shouldn't really use it. On the health or the news video. I think it might have been the health one. I laughed, and I have noticed the humour routine, comedic humour routine, and wondered recently, am I humouring myself, and that is where the humour comes from, or am I humouring those who are opposing equality and oneness in their foolishness, in their stupidity? Actually, foolishness, it's a different thing altogether. Foolishness. I am experiencing oneness as an experience. I have been for 20 years, though as usual I misunderstood the word pre-programmed and believed ... I'm going to get into micro vlogging. I have discovered a self that was suppressed, repressed, suppressed inside myself. I have not yet realised if I have fully realised this self yet, as my first experience of writing self-forgiveness in a vlog. I'm not sure where the word vlog comes from. Vlogs. Well, my first experience of writing self-forgiveness in a vlog, I glimpsed realisation as realisation itself, though as I did not push, as they say, whatever point it was, and that might have been why I couldn't or didn't push, was there wasn't a point to push, though that wasn't to say there wasn't anywhere to push, there being a wall to push over itself. In fact, I returned, forgave myself writtenly more, and words, there are no words to say. There probably are, actually, and I'm comedically making a mistake in what I say, knowing that somewhere along the line it will assist someone, if not myself. So this repressed self that I discovered possibly through the written self-forgiveness in the vlog on compounded, continuing realisations, or realising there are realisations. It's like, wow. I mean, even when you realise that you've been an animal abuser since very early in life, and you can't cover it up by animal rights actions. Well, I used to be, now I'm not. You was, and by participating in it at any point, you have responsibility. That turning the other cheek and facing it, turning the other cheek. Still in polarity, aren't I? Really, I am going to micro vlog. He says 9 minutes later, although it'll be 10 minutes when it's uploaded. It's YouTube, innit? Interesting that. I won't say anything about it because it's not relevant. Gosh, must have been the anesthetic that made me. I've often made vlogs, and when I've watched them, I haven't come across the same as I experienced myself. Same with writing. It's one thing to, well, it's always more than one thing. Perhaps not. And with that, I will bid you a million marks. Who's on tight?